All right. What's up? I am currently learning Python with a few buddies, and I shout out to Goose Egg. And so I'm going to go through some Code Wars tests for people who are kind of in their job search. My background is I ran and operated a code school, and it was really tough for people to get enough code school practice while they're going through the code school. So we developed kind of a process for them to go through a couple times a week. So I'm going to run through, for me personally, I currently work as a developer using Angular, JavaScript, SQL, and Java. And so I don't know anything about Python, but I've wanted to learn it for a while, and know a few buddies and local code schools that are teaching Python. So I thought I'll kind of teach myself Python going through some of these code tests, kind of figure how it works. So you'll see me look up documentation for super easy stuff because, quite frankly, I've never written any Python before until today. So if you're wanting to kind of learn along with, then feel free. If you have any questions, let me know as well, and we'll kind of go through this together. So let me know if you have any questions. So let me switch this to a Python code test. All right. So define a method hello that returns hello name to a given name, or says hello world if name is not given or passes an empty string, assuming that name is a string, and it checks for user typos to return a name with a first capital letter. All right, so this is going to be definitely a lot of Googling since I haven't done this before. So let's go ahead and I don't know any syntax of Python. So one thing to let you guys know as well about Code Wars is there are 8 levels, and it's kind of inverse of how you would think it would work. It's actually level number 8 is the easiest. Level number 1 is the hardest. So level number 8 should be the first thing. Like if you're just learning how to code, you should kind of be on level 8. By the time you get ready for a job, if you're wanting to transition into software, you should be somewhere around, I would say if you're regularly passing level 6, then you're pretty much good to go. So let's go ahead and methods in Python. All right, so we got, sometimes I just prefer pictures. All right, so they're always called within an object. Functions are independent. Actually, we need a function. I wonder if there's kind of like Mozilla with JavaScript. I wonder if there's like a Bible, if you will, for Python. All right. Oh man, there's not even any closing statements. Okay, so it looks like in a Python function, we are going to, this colon looks significant. Print. All right. So let's go ahead and just think through the steps we just need to take to get through this, which is define a method, hello name. Okay, so we want to say hello name as a string. I'm assuming that's a data type in hello name. Oh, we want to say hello name, where name is alright, so we want to say hello name where we're passing in a name and it's saying hello name. And then this will be an if statement, so we'll have to figure out how to do those in Python. if name equals null, then just hello world. And then also we gotta do this. First letter needs to be capitalized, and then rest are lowercase. All right, there we go. I hit command backslash for comments, just so that they don't register as code, so we can kind of knock those out one at a time. So the first thing that I'll do is hello. So we just want to print, which I'm just getting print from what it looks like. Let's just copy from here. And again, I got to this page just by Googling, I think, Python or function in Python. Okay, so hello. We're always going to have hello, comma. It looks like there's a space. And then I'm just going to assume I can put name because that's how I do it in JavaScript. So this is called string concatenation. So let me just see how to do that in string concatenation in Python is what I'm searching for. Anytime you concatenation is just a unnecessarily big word for combining two strings. So in this instance, a string is just going to be any kind of text that you want. So we're just going to combine the text with the variable, which is the name that we're passing in. If that's confusing, I feel like I didn't explain that well, but let's just see what this looks like. All right, so yeah, so you're just going to add you can just add a plus sign in Python, and there are no semicolons. That is kind of awesome. Okay, so print name. All right, so what I like to do is we've done step 1, which is hello and then name. So I like to run the test just because I like to make sure that that's working. So if our tests are probably going to fail because let me see what the tests say. So this one will pass. This one will pass. So we'll probably have 1 out of 3 tests pass, because you can see hello John. In these tests, this is kind of how this works. So it looks like right here there's 3 tests. For the first test, John is getting passed in, and all that means is that instead of name, you want to pretend that John is here. So by running line number 4 right here in the sample test, it's actually saying this. So when this prints out, this is going to just print out hello John, exactly how it is. So this one's going to pass because that's exactly the format that they're looking for. In the second one, if we just were to do this, this is not going to pass because the A is not capital, and these 4 should all be lowercase. So this one won't pass, but it will at least output hello Alice. It'll just be capitalized wrong. And then this last one definitely won't work because it's just passing in an empty string. So it's just literally just going to say hello with a comma, and that's it. Is kind of my theory before I run this. Again, first time doing Python, so it's going to be a small learning curve for this. Okay, so I think that's what we had before. Hello, name. All right, so let's just run this and just see what happens. I'm trying to hypothesize that 1 out of the 3 are going to pass. Okay. Indentation error. Ooh. That's not good. Okay, hang on. I'm going to copy this whole thing. And then let's just go back to... Oops. Alright, let's reset. This will replace your solution. Yes, do it. Okay. Alright, so that's what we originally had. Why does indentation matter? Line 6 pass. Alright, let's figure out what's going on. Alright, so typically if you have an error message kind of at any level of coding, you can copy and paste it into Google. And then Stack Overflow is going to be your best friend in terms of finding some of these errors. So you can see that other people have experienced this exact same problem. So, all right. So typically the first thing is the question that somebody has, and then you'll see answers. So there's 32 answers, and then there's additional upvotes and downvotes. So oh man, tabs and spaces matter. That's crazy. Search and replace all tabs with a few spaces. Alright, well, now we know. Alright, so let's try to put these down here. And let's put this in line there. Let's comment this out. Looks like I always call this hashtag. I don't know what it's called in real life, but looks like a hashtag is kind of the comment for Python. All right, let's run that. Oh, perfect. Okay. So it does look like, and I'll have to research this later so I can not make this mistake again, but it looks like indentation somehow matters for Python. So that's kind of an important note. I just went to the top answer because there's generally on Stack Overflow, the more people that have upvoted it, the stronger answer it is, and you'll see people kind of debate and argue about what they think the best way is. So it looks like it was a spacing error because now it's at least giving us this these test results. So you'll see the only thing I was wrong about was I forgot this exclamation point at the end. So because there's an exclamation point at the end for all three, then all we have to do is add that in there. So again, now the first test should pass in this. All right, what am I missing? None should equal. Oh, weird. Well, hello name. All right, give me a minute. I gotta figure out what's wrong. what I don't understand is why the first one's not passing. None should equal hello John. Let's do strings in Python. Maybe it doesn't like the double quotes. That'd be weird. Alright, so let's test something. That's working. Alright, what am I missing? Hello, John. This kind of, it seems like it is exactly that. I feel like this is a really if it's having to add this extra thing in here, that's gonna be dumb. Alright, I'm dying inside. This should be working. What's this? Hello, missing one. Oh. I wonder if it's because we're not calling the function. That'd be weird, but maybe. Print. I guess we could try it. What is pass? Pass is a null statement. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Let's do hello. Alright, maybe it was looking for us to positional argument. Alright, let's change these to single ticks and see if that matters. That'll definitely make me mad if that's the answer. Nope. Alright, we're gonna move on. if I can get them to print out these three things, then let's see if we can get one of the other tests to pass. Alright, so now we need to do, let's do an if statement. All right, if all right, let's copy this. We want to do one of these. All right, so we have that. We just added this. All right, so if name double equals, so I'm just trying to see if it's this. So we want to say if name equals an empty string, which is, I think, in the instructions. Yeah, so I'll use single quote in case that matters for some reason. Alright, so if name equals, and that looks like this colon's pretty common, then we just want to print, I don't know why it's highlighted like that. If, oh, because it's indented wrong. All right. If, there we go. All right, so if name equals, print hello world. Else if, can we just use else? Yeah, let's use else. Else. Man, the syntax is gonna take a minute to get used to. Else print, and then let's do this for now. Okay, so what we're saying is if the name, which we're passing in, is an empty string, then print back hello world, which theoretically should be, actually let's do double, because down in the test it's double. If name is double strings, which it is here, then print out this hello world string, which is exactly the same. So this, the third test should pass. Else print this one. So this one should pass, and then the last one we should have to deal with is this Alice Alice variable. So let's go ahead and run that. I don't know what's happening. So the weirdest thing is that let's Google this. The weirdest thing to me is that it's logging out this, maybe we're not supposed to print? What does it say to do? Return. Oh. Oh my gosh. Is there a return in Python? Is there like a Stack Overflow one? No. return. Oh man. Wait, where'd my other windows go? Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb. Alright. This is so dumb. It was return. I was putting print. I guess saying it out loud helped. Return. So technically we were right. I knew it was something dumb. It just felt dumb. But I guess this is these are the types of errors that it did help me say out loud that I was logging it and printing it out. So here we are. We made it. All right, now if this doesn't work, well, let's not worry about that. I think this should pass 2 of the 3 now. Yes, we did it. Okay. All right, now we're where I thought I was 10 minutes ago. Beautiful. Okay, so now we just have to capitalize the first letter, and how are we going to do that? That's going to be tricky. And it checks for user typos to return a name with the first capital letter. All right, so the first thing, Python method to capitalize first letter. Oh man, is there a method for that? Capital. Oh man, there is one. This is amazing. All right, name.capitalize. Oh, beautiful. And just, this doesn't matter at all, but I'm going to show you guys anyways. I would probably go to Stack Overflow. I shouldn't have clicked on that one. Or in the real world, I guess I wouldn't have. So the title does this. Ooh, dot title, it looks like if it's hello world. So if it was first and last name, dot title would actually solve for, that's pretty cool. I like that. So we're just going to use dot capitalize because we only have one. So let's just do name dot capital. I think it was like that, right? Yeah. Okay, so we now have, so I'm assuming that it's okay to do dot capitalize, because even if it has John in there already where it's capitalized normally, it's just going to ignore it or keep it as is. So we did this if statement. That was when we found out that I was being an idiot and forgot to return it. I was trying to print it. And then first letter needs to be capitalized and the rest are lowercase. So it turns out Python has a built-in method for that. That would not have been as easy in JavaScript, I did not believe. So let's go ahead and run this. Boom. Why? All my tests have passed. What's exit code? I don't know what this means. Trace back, line 14. Where's line 14? There's not even a line 14 here. All right, I think we're done. Hello world, name was not given. Oh. Okay. Well. I just have a. All right, let's submit this, and if it takes it, then we're counting this as a win. Oh my gosh, it will not let me submit it. You gotta be kidding me. Missing required positional argument. What does this mean? Is raised when you do not instantiate an object or a class. To solve this error, make sure that you first. Alright, so... Man, I thought we were right there. This is why I don't like the first article. I don't even know. It's like a marketing website. Okay. You then have hit a wall. Main script. What? So we need to... Alright, what's he doing? He wants to print the... This is a tough one. Let's see. All right, so here's kind of my I'm super curious. I guess we'll have to figure this out for tomorrow, so we don't keep running into this. But so what we're gonna do on this is we are going to unlock the solution, which I don't want to do, but I always give myself a time limit of 30 minutes on these code tests. Otherwise, I tend to go down a rabbit hole for a really long period of time. So let us see what we're missing. Oh my gosh. All we needed to do was name equals blank. That's crazy. Alright, so what I like to do, so they kind of rank the best practices from best solution to worst. So it looks like, what's return f? This looks like a function. Alright, so I like to take at least one or two things and learn from somebody else's solution. So I kind of want to Google return f real quick because I'm kind of curious what that does now. Return f Python. F strings. All right. Format strings in Python. F formatted string literals. F strings are the string literals that have an F at the beginning, curly braces containing expressions that will be replaced with their values. Value to runtime. Here are some of the ways. All right. So Eric74 F hello name. Oh, okay, so it's kind of a way to concatenate the strings without adding the plus sign. It's a little fancier way. But also, so you can just type in F. Oh, that's crazy. I like it. Okay, so let's go back to what that looked like. So here they're just returning F and then concatenating this string, which has an if statement inside of it as an OR. That's pretty cool. I like this a lot. It's very simplistic. Okay. So we'll do another one of these tomorrow. And that way we can kind of get in the swing of picking up some of the syntax stuff. So let's try and do a return F tomorrow if there's any string concatenation in our code test. And we'll just remember this syntax is just has those curly braces around it. I do wonder why they use title instead of capitalized, but I don't have anybody ask that question to, so, and our solution worked just fine, honestly. So all right, that's it for today. We will keep chugging along and eventually get pretty good at this stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow.